Hey, what's up, guys? You are now watching the next YouTube video tutorial on the DBQ on Toussaint Louverture. This is going to focus on the next two documents, which is documents C and D, and then you'll be done with the documents for this DBQ. So if you look at document C, we see the source is the Saint Dominique Constitution of 1801, and Toussaint signed this in July of 1801. So you're going to go through and kind of read it. Title 2 talks about the inhabitants, which means the people that are actually living there. Title 6 talks about culture and commerce, like how are we going to make our money in Haiti. Title 7 talks about the government itself, and then it's signed Toussaint Louverture. Now I'm going to let you guys kind of read through it in your own time. I'm going to focus in on the 5 questions here. All right, so for number 1, what does the Article 3 promise all inhabitants of Saint Dominique, which is Haiti? You're going to go up here to Article 3, and then it tells you that something is outlawed in Haiti. So you're going to find your answer right here. For number 2, what sort of work does the Constitution encourage? For that, you're going to go right here to Article 14, and it tells you what type of work is encouraged in Haiti. For number 3, according to the Constitution, who has the power to run the plantations and who has the right to share in the plantation's profits? For that, you're going to look at Article 16, which tells you who can share in the profits, but you also have to look at Article 15, who tells you who runs the plantation, especially the end of Article 15. Number 4, Article 28 makes Toussaint Louverture governor of Saint Dominique for life. What are the advantages and disadvantages of such a policy? So there's really no right or wrong answer here, but just think about if we have a leader that is made the leader for life. What's the advantage of that? And what's the disadvantages of that? So again, there's no right or wrong, but you need to talk about what the advantages that would be and the disadvantages. And then, of course, number 5, according to this document, how should we remember Toussaint Louverture? Was his role as a prime mover behind the Constitution more important than his work as an abolitionist? So, how should we remember Toussaint? Is his role prime mover basically means as a politician? Is his role as a politician more important than his work as an abolitionist, which was talked about in the early documents? Remember, abolitionist is someone who outlaws slavery. So, should we remember him more for a politician or a prime mover behind the writer of the Constitution or as an abolitionist? So that's document B. When you get, or document C, excuse me. When you get to document D, you can see that the source is Toussaint Louverture Proclamation, and it was done in November of 1801. So this is kind of like a paragraph that he wrote about what he thinks should happen in Haiti. I'm going to focus on the 5 questions here. Number 1, what is Toussaint's goal in making this proclamation? So as you read through it, what is he actually trying to do? What is he trying to set up in Haiti? Number 2, what consequences does Toussaint set in place for people who break the rules that he makes? Well, you're going to look right down here in this last paragraph, and it tells you what happens to people who break his rules. Number 3, how much time had passed between the signing of the Constitution of 1801 and this proclamation? So again, you're going to look, document D, it's November of 1801. The Constitution came out in July of 1801. So how much time passes between July and November of the same year? So it's going to be a certain number of months. Number 4, what is the relationship between the details in this document and the details described in the Constitution of 1801? So for this, what is both documents talking about? What is document C talking about? And compare that to what this document's talking about. And I'll give you a hint, it's something to do with the economy and where people are going to live and make their money. And then finally, Number 5, according to this document, how should we remember Toussaint Louverture? So are we going to remember him because of this document that he's a strong leader, that he is a leader that has too much power, that he fights for the poor people? Like, what actually makes us remember him from this document? So once you're done with that, then you are done with all the documents. You're going to watch the next video, which is the wrap-up video and the how to turn it in video. I will talk to you soon, and have a good day.